Wanadhani asibongo lala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wanadhani asibongo lala.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wambie punde imechoka sana.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Wambie punde imechoka sana.
Tumejamu sijifanye uja notice.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
Kwa sababu let me tell you finally nikimalizia, let me tell you something. Unajua mtu wenye nyinyi watu mnafahamu jua ni ati the Kenyan politician ameshatuzoea. Politicians wa Kenya washajua that there's nothing we can really do about it. Sisi wa Kenya ni wanyonge. Wanajua the only people who are courageous enough to actually do something wadau was the Genz's. They were the only Kenyans who were actually courageous enough to do something about it. The rest of us, sisi kazi yetu kwa watu kupiga hiki leo tunapiga hapa. Hakuna kitu tunaweza fanya practically. Hakuna kitu tunaweza do. Na mimi nakwambia until the day sisi kama wa Kenya to realize that hii country ni down. Hii country kuna watu. Yaani unajua manze, yani vile ni frustrating na ni sad. Ukisikia Gachagua akikuja anaiongea hata kama yani ni jokes tu. Hata anasema president ako worth 4 trillion wadau. Kai, 4 trillion. Yaani nyinyi mnajua deni yenyewe tunadaiwa kama nchi mzima, deni ya nchi mzima ni 11 trillion. Na kuna mtu wako na 4 trillion kwa account. 4 trillion. Yaani nchi mzima ya Kenya tulienda kukopa 2 billion. Tunataka kukopa 2 billion US dollars. Eurobond ya kwanza ilikuwa 2 billion US dollars. Eurobond ya pili ilikuwa I think another 2 billion US dollars. Lakini kuna mtu na 4 trillion. 4 trillion kwa account yake, 4 trillion. Na hiyo kitu yapati stress. Hiyo kitu yani wa Kenya mko na nguvu ya kukua, mnaweza amka bado mtokelezee kwa rally. Mtu ongee mseme mtu wetu 5 tena 10 tena 24 years. Kai. Mimi hata najanga kwa watu wengine wenyu mnako gani? Haya. By the way, kukua Mkenya ni talent. Honestly, kukua Mkenya ni talent. Kwa sababu the things we do as a country. Yani unajua it is so sad when you hear Jimmy Wanjigi and a whole businessman from China saying that anashindwa president anaongea kuhusu expand the SGR. Expandiwe ifanye nini? Do you people know that the SGR as it is right now, it said that the SGR is running on deficit. The SGR is running on negative. The government has to put money every year, every month for the SGR to be able to operate. It's operating on zeros. Because why? Simple logic. SGR inatoka mzigo coast, inakuja inapeleka mpaka Naivasha. Ikifika Naivasha haina kitu ya kurudisha. So hiyo SGR inaudigi ikiwa empty. Simple calculation. Imagine tu wewe dereva wa Uber. Ubebe mtu kutoka Tao upeleke huo mtu Thika. Nataka kukupea distance mzuri, upeleke huo mtu Thika. Unajua huo mtu ukimpeleka Thika, ukikosa kukua na mtu wa kurudi utakuwa umechoma mafuta ya kurudi. Kwa sababu huo mtu hata kama ulimlipisha pesa mingi sana kumpeleka mpaka Thika, as long as umerudi kirai still umechoma. Unless ile pesa yenye ulikuwa umelipisha huo mtu itakuwa ni double, umlipishe kuenda na kurudi. So uko umekava yote, na that's not what the SGR does. So hiyo ni kumaanisha SGR inaendaga, but the way and tear na mafuta na all the things itanini kurudi inarudi kirai. Inarudi bila kuibeba mzigo yote. So hizo nini zote, hizo bogi zitago bogi ama zitago nini? Ama zitago rolling what? Hiyo rolling stock. Ikifika Naivasha imwage mzigo huko yenye imetoa coast na rudi kirai. SGR ina run on losses wadau. SGR ni project yenye saa hii haiwezi jilipa na hata kujisustain yenyewe inashindwa kujisustain. Yaani hizi vitu mimi mpaka napata hizi information mpaka nashindwa kai. Kwani yani wakaya kai kwa hiyo kwa watu. Sisi ni binadamu aina gani? Na bado wana courage ya alafu the funny thing yenye inanifurahisha kana wa Kenya ni bado wana courage ya kufight amongst ourselves. Yaani unapata kama Mkenya ako na courage ya kusema anataka kufight the other person kwa sababu huyu ni wa Ruto na huyu anasema yeye ni wa Raila. Huyu ni wa Raila na huyu anasema yeye ni wa Monyoro. Huyu ni wa Monyoro. Guy. Haki hata Mungu atatusamea. Bila kwambia hata ancestors hata Mungu wako ndio wanatusamea kama wa Kenya. Like we are so lost as a country to the point that mimi hata sijui kama tutawahi saidika. Yani sisi ni watu ambao unapataga Mkenya, unafight a politician. Unachukulia mwenzako panga ufight juu ya politician. Wakati wewe mtoto wako hauwezi afford kualisha mara 3 kwa siku. Mtoto wako bado anasoma public school yenye kwa hapo ya gava yenye mtoto wako anasomeshwa nonsense. Wewe mwenyewe unafanya hand to mouth. Ukikosa kuamka asubuhi wewe utafute yomi yako 5 ama dhao kwako kukuliwi. Na uko na nguvu ya kuamka usimame ufight a politician mwenye analipo 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million per month na atarudi aibe. Atarudi apata kickbacks. Huo ndio mtu anakupigania. Wakati wewe mwenyewe kwako nothing is working, nothing is moving. Anya Kenya tunakuwa katu yani courageous na tunakuwa katu tuko brave in the most stupid way possible. Acha tu niwaambie tu kweli. Mimi naona Kenya na happen online, naangalia TV naona every day ama huu politician bila wana run. Huu prezo wetu vile anaenda anatokea place unaona bado yani watu wanakelezea wanashangilia yeye. And I'm like guy. What? Yani how far have we fallen as a country? Tulifikaje hii kiasi ya tuko down hivi? Tulifikaje hii level? Wah, but let me tell you what now. Mimi nasemaga, let me continue doing this because I will want you guys to remember that I told you so, that I warned you, that I told you that if we do not do something, this country is going to get lost. Look at what the Somalis are doing in Isili. Look at what Isili has become. Isili has become little Somali. Isili is turning into little Somali. Why? Because we have allowed any kind of Somali, the same people who have fucked up their country. I remember there was one day tulikuwa kwa live flani ya jamaa flani best yangu, and we had a conversation with Somalis, and I asked them. There was one Somali guy who was telling us there how they are so brilliant and what, and I told them, you know, it is so funny when you come and tell us how you are amazing at something and you're brilliant and you're all this, yet that brilliance you cannot transfer to your own country. And I told this guy, if Somalis were really as brilliant and amazing as you claim, Somali would be peaceful because you would have transferred that same knowledge and intelligence and all the things you claim to have back home and made your home a true paradise. But since you're not, that is why you have to use corrupt means, take advantage of a corrupt system and come to Kenya. And that's why you see, if you look at what Isili is becoming in what the things that are happening right now, is because the kind of Somalis that are being brought now are the Somalis that are the kind of people who are fucked up that country the way it is right now. And that's why you see, every time we allow them to come, like the nonsense our president did by removing the system that was created to make sure that at least the people who are left, even if that system was still broken, because either way, they were still bribing those officials. But either way, my point is this. When you open up borders to your country and let everyone in, and let in every kind of people, then your country is about to be fucked up in a very near future. And I'm telling you, the things that are happening in Kenya is becoming a boiling pot. And very soon it's going to explode. The moment we continue allowing people who have fucked up their country, messed up their country to the brink of disaster, and we take those people into our country and let them even form their own small country within our country, a disaster is coming. And kama kawaida juu wa Kenya mtakaye kuambia ukweli, mtaka kuwa mmebury your heads in the sun like an ostrich, na tunaendelea kudanganya everything is okay and sing kumbaya and pray to God and fast and hope everything is going to be okay. I am going to tell you the truth. This is the truth. It is a disaster that we allow people to come into our country, be it from which country. We allow people to come into our country unchecked and allow them to come and do whatever they want and wish in our country. It has never been done in any place. Any country that has a sane mind, you can never go to their country and do that. I told you the things we allow the Chinese, the Indians, the Americans, the Europeans to come and do into our country. You cannot go to Europe, China, India, Asia, all those places and do those things. You cannot go to the Middle East and do the things that we allow the Arabs to come and do in our country. Only in Kenya is where you allow people to come into your country and do all manner of shit. This is my point, Wadau. Until the day we wake up as a country and realize that there's things that are so wrong in our country, and we come from a country that is so blessed with so much potential and a country that can do so much for itself, nothing is ever going to change. 2027 is not going to be a change. No matter who you vote for, it's not going to be different. These are all cousins. These are all friends. They are all the same criminal, just dressed in different attires. So listen to this, Wadau. It does not matter who you vote for. It does not matter which new clown you bring into this nonsense. As long as the system is the same, as long as people know that they will not going to be held accountable for all the ills they've done, all the ills they continue to do, it does not matter who you vote for. It's going to be continue to be just changing the clowns, but the circus is the same. That is the truth. You might not like it, you might not like me for it, but that is the truth. And like I've always told you, one day, very soon, you're going to be watching these videos and remembering all these words.
You must go. Ni Wantam. Sijui nani anakuadvise. Ruto, mimi nikikuchagua kwa sababu kura yangu ni kweli uko nayo. Lakini nilikuwa nasema wewe ni genius, wewe ni profesa wa siasa. But sijui nani anakuchanganya. Unaona kina Kimani Ichung'wah, kina Junet Mohamed, kina Faruk Kibet, kina huyu jamaa wa Mombasa sijui anaitwa Farah Maalim, sijui kitu kama hiyo. Hawa watu na Oscar Sudi, sijui na Kipchumba Murkomen. Unani wengi kwa serikali yako ndio wanaku let down. Wacha nikwambie bro, mimi wewe ni rais na kuheshimu. Lakini kama ningekuwa nikuvalisha tu, nikutoe tu outing tu hapa pole hapa. Nikuvalisha zile goggles, nikuvalisha ile mask kwa sababu tunakujua. Nini watu wanakujua kwa mdomo hivi. Na unyamaze tu hata usiongee. Tukufunge hivi mask. Tushike watu wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu, wa nne mpaka 100. My friend, utasikia kama ukimuuliza Ruto unaona aje? No. Ubaya sasa aski. Aski. Sasa ground ni kubaya. Usemo kweli ni kubaya. Na sijui hata hesabu yenye unafanya Ruto sijui ni gani. Ningekuwa wewe ningesema saa hii 2027 sitaki kiti ya urais. Nitajaribu kuvai next time sijui 2032. At least ndio hii mambo ikue. Sasa Kimani Ichung'wah kama nakudanganya unampatia swipe nini ya kuja kufanyia kampeni hapa na Oscar Sudi, wanakuangusha wote. Hakuna mpaka huyu Junet Mohamed. Wana wote. Bwana, mimi nakuadvise. Mimi kama hata ningekuwa advice yako, hata ningejaribu sana. Ningejaribu hata kuliko wenye wanakuadvise. Kabisa, I'm telling you the truth. Aki, Ruto, believe me, wewe ni Wantam. Wewe ni rais, but unaambiwa ground ni Wantam. Ubaya hata kwanza wasiki. Hawasiki. Hiyo kwanza hata ndio shida. Hawasiki. Hata sisi watu kutoka na hapa hii jamii yangu ya Kalenjin, sijui kama tutawahi pata hii kiti tena. Useme ukweli. Na wenye wako hata wanajua. Wanajua wasikufiche. Aki sisi tumeosa bwana.
More than half of Kenyans do not support the broad-based government. That's according to a new poll by TIFA. The survey also reveals that a significant number of Kenyans believe opposition leader Raila Odinga will be a candidate in the 2027 presidential election. Here's Brenda Wanga with the findings of that survey.
Nearly 3 months into the life of the broad-based government, and Kenyans are making their views known. An opinion poll by TIFA conducted earlier this month shows that 54% of Kenyans do not support the broad-based government, while only 22% say they support it. The government enjoys its highest level of support in Rift Valley and Nyanza regions. However, opposition to it is strongest in the Mount Kenya and Lower Eastern regions.
The party chairs and the secretary.
The poll also casts doubt on the longevity of the Raila-Ruto pact. According to the findings, 28 of the respondents believe that Raila Odinga may eventually abandon the broad-based government and mount his own presidential bid. On the other hand, 23% think he will back President Ruto's re-election bid, while 14% say he will likely stay out of the 2027 elections altogether. In the same breath, the polls have shown that Kenyans do not believe that the 2027 elections will be free and fair. 50% of those who participated in the opinion polls do not believe the elections will be free, while 16% believe that they will be. The pollster also indicates that 75% of Kenyans believe that the country is moving in the wrong direction, largely due to graft, poor leadership, tribalism, high cost of living, amongst other concerns. Kenyans are also grappling with harsh economic times. 75% of those polled say their economic situation has worsened since the last elections. 10%, however, say they are faring better than they did over the same period of time.
What Wakili is saying, that is the way.
You agree to it?
I agree.
You've taken your time to...
Yes, I've read it.
Actually, we have done this mathematics here.
You're convinced?
Yeah.
Yes, because in is a specific period of time.
Okay.
In. So in the 5th year, it says here, section 136(2)(a), being the second Tuesday in August in every 5th year. In every 5th. It's not at the end of... You finish 5 years and then you now do an election. It says in the second Tuesday. So the 5th year is between, we were doing our calculations here, 9th of August 2026 to 8th of August 2026.
And you want to say that the last day of the 5th year cannot be in?
No, but it's specific.
The first, second Tuesday of August.
All right. So this one falls on 2026.
That's correct. You see, because the 5th year runs, it's not it's not a calendar year, January to December. It is, it cuts across August 26 to August 27. So within there, that is the 5th year. So within, and if we understand the meaning of the term in, it is in that time of between that August to the other August of 2027 is when the election must take place.
We're not coming to the streets because there's anyone who wants your job, really. We're coming to the streets because it's scary that you are in office.
It is.
You told Uhuru, usiue watoto wangu. And then you've sent your cops to watoto wa wengine.
Yeah.
The God you serve will visit you.
That's true.
Very well. You told people, hii government ni ya mwananchi. Mwananchi has the chance to fire and to hire. And then here you are, killing mwananchi, threatening mwananchi, abducting children. You know, you're fighting with kids. Presidents have fought big things by the way.
But you're fighting with
You're fighting with the children of the nation.
Yeah.
These things should call you to reflect and talk to your advisors like a man. Say it with your chest. Guys, can we find a solution?
Someone is saying that Raila should not be touched. This is the first person that should go home. Raila worked with Moi, he worked with Kibaki, he worked with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. As per now, he's the pocket of William Samoei Ruto. He's the same person who suspended Ruto in 2008 when Ruto was in the Ministry of Agriculture and he sold 7 billion. Raila suspended him. He didn't return those money, as per now they're working together. Kenya cannot even be redeemed by Raila Odinga. Kenya cannot be redeemed by William Samoei Ruto because he has messed. Kenya cannot be redeemed with the Rigathi Gachagua and the likes. We as Genesis, we have 16 million votes and we are not afraid. I want to tell you for free, we are coming one-on-one to meet these people. Bro, coming 2027, this guy used churches in 2022. He gave pastors something small. He gave them some sweets. Pastors gave in and campaigned for him in churches. He came to Mama Mboga. He knew Mama Mboga is having votes because he's having customers. Can lure for them some small fish, some omena. By 2027, Gen Z have a candidate which is going to meet William Samoei Ruto. But these cocoons, they are gathering together. Nothing.
As we believe that those who aspire for leadership should be discussing how to liberate this country economically. How do you change the lives of our people? Because of what need is it if I'm going to discuss with someone about forming a coalition? And yet, they were part of the odious debt that is strangling this nation. Will they agree to us declaring this debt odious and saying we are not going to pay any debt that was taken illegally, that didn't fund any single project in Kenya? Will they agree to such a conversation? They will not. So let them do their thing. We will market ourselves to the people of Kenya. Our house is self-contained. We have our president candidate, Jimmy Wanjigi, and I'm here, running mate, Willis Otieno. So what are we negotiating with them?
So for you don't even have to think about who is the flag bearer, who is the...
Our house is self-contained. It's settled, it's self-contained. We are talking to the people, and we are doing enough that the people will see in the fullness of time. We don't have to react to what other people are doing. Let them also do their game. We are also doing our own game. Safina Party is purely about economic liberation of the nation. Let every campaign define what they represent. Because as we believe, the space that we occupy, it's about the economic emancipation of our people. It's not about positions for individuals. You saw ODM, some of them shouting loud that now they want to be given positions in the administration. That is their right. They can go and get those positions. Because then they believe that leadership is about positions for individuals. We are not in that space. And we cannot caucus with anybody who is discussing leadership of this nation on the basis of positions to individuals. We have a running president and his running mate. We have an agenda. Our agenda is about economic liberation of the people of Kenya. And we invite Kenyans to get into this economic discussion space. Because of what value is it that if Mbadi is on the table, all Luos are full. If Oparanya is on the table, all Luos are full. That's the politics that they know. That William Ruto eats for all Kalenjins. That is what the traditional politicians know. As we are not in that space, as we believe everybody should be rich, the government should come up with policies that enables the individual, wherever he is, to be able to get economic emancipation. But when Badi is sitting there and they are taking illegal loans in the name of the people of Kenya, how does that enrich the poor Luo man in Sindobish, in Omabe? What it means is that now Badi must also come up, after taking that loan, he will come up with a new finance bill that increases the taxes, charges, and levies for that poor man in Sindo. That man who is crying about economic pain, they are going to ask him to pay more in taxes.
But Mbadi said that is not the case this time.
Write it down. The finance bill is coming soon. They are going to increase taxes, charges, and levies. It is coming. Write it down. That I swear. They are going to increase your taxes, charges, and levies, whether you like it or not. But he can say all he wants to say. But your taxes are going up. But your earning has not increased.
But is it a must that the government has to come up with another finance bill?
But they have to finance their budget. How will they finance it? Already they have told you that their budget for this coming financial year is going to be 4.7 trillion. Yeah. So how will they finance it? Their collections today, on average, on revenue, you are averaging 160 billion per month. Your collections are barely hitting 2.1 trillion. Your debt finance for this year was going to be 1.9 trillion. Next year, your debt payment is at 2.1 trillion. You have a budget of 4.7 trillion. So tell me, how will you finance it without raising taxes? Because it's financed from people's money. So they have to come back to you and ask you to collect, to pay. Yeah.
Range Rover,
$430,000.
$180,000. Lexus LX 600,
$300,000.
$150,000. LC 300,
$200,000.
$100,000. Toyota Fortuner,
$80,000.
$35,000. Prado 250,
$130,000.
$65,000.
I am the president of Kenya, but the president doesn't hold up.
Finish him.
Matiang'i has never been the candidate of any young people. I'm shocked someone thinks Matiang'i is the candidate of any young person. Yeah. We know Matiang'i as the strongman of the Jubilee regime that put this country in extreme crazy debt, as the guy who occupied the office of the deputy president during the Jubilee regime. We know him as the strongman internal security minister. We know him for the Ruaraka land saga. No one knows Matiang'i for any good. Yes, exactly. And the killings during COVID and all of those things. So anyone who thinks Matiang'i is a savior, lost.
Yeah.
Kenyans, hawa ndio wakombozi. Same old monkeys, baboons, gorillas, different forests.
Mama yangu, game over.
Barua toka Jaramogi na Kenyatta wanauliza kama Kenya
na vitu zina happen in country ikifika 2027 na uko 18 plus tukupate bila kura. Ai utatuambia unaishi wapi, utatuambia unataka nani apeleke Ruto nyumbani.
So guys, kitu must go hajui, sasa tumechangamka. Tunangoja finance bill. Tutokea 1 year anniversary. 1 year. Anza kutafuta bendera na firimbi kwenye ulieka. Tafungua store. Because, get ready. Tumechangamka. Tushapiga pre-game.
Kiongozi wa Kenya Kwanza ni nani? Ni Ruto. Kwa hivyo shetani katika hii Kenya ni nani? Ni Ruto. Na ueleze mpaka mjilani yako, ueleze mtoto wako, ueleze mtuku wako aelewe kwamba shetani wa Kenya ni nani? Ni Ruto. Kwa hivyo kila siku asubuhi ukiamka unasema ashindwe.
Huyu Ruto mumwambie tumechoka naye. Kama inatakana tubadilishe katiba ni kupunguza miaka ya Ruto, sio kuongeza atifike 7. We cannot wait to get an opportunity kutuma huyu mtu nyumbani kwa sababu kazi imemshinda. Ruto tunataka kwanza kupunguza term yake. Kama ingewezekana hii mwaka ingeisha kama huyu mtu amekaa kwa kiti. Aende nyumbani, kazi imemshinda.
You like me, why them fight me? You like me, chewing a bomb with a bite.
TJ, bomb them, never stop.
We don't trust them, even if we bust them. We don't trust them, stay far, not touch them. We don't trust them, hope their man not sub them. Informer, me say you must them.